Hi and welcome to my channel. We're nearly at the end of the zodiac, up to the rising sign of Aquarius. For what's left of December, I've sort of come into it again a little bit late this month, but yeah, Mars retrograde's been hitting me a bit, so yeah. But anyway, so as I usually say, the other video that's not of the cards, that shows the charts and aspects and things going on for the month, that is on the community tab at the top. Just click on the video and it can open. The reason I'm still saying it, even though we're a fair way into the month, is that there's still some gnarly aspects to take note of, even though, you know, we're in the second half of the month now. So it's still, so that video is still valid with the information, because I show the actual charts of tropical and true sidereal, so you can follow along with whichever. Okay, apart from that, check out my pinned comment and a couple of links you might find helpful in the description box of this video. So let's jump in and see what the cards have to say for you guys, what the energies are for the rest of December. And because of, if you've seen these before, because of how far into the month we already are, this likely will also jump into a bit of January as well. So it's not the actual technical new year anyway. It's the Gregorian New Year. So the actual New Year is around April, when the Aries sign comes into effect again. Yeah, when the sun's in Aries. Yes, so yeah, okay, let's go in and see what came through for you guys. You've got a few here. 10th house. Well, we're starting off with career and ambition, climbing the ladder. What's going on there? Oh, Hygeia. Well, she's an asteroid. Hygeia, as the name suggests, health, hygiene, not necessarily physical. It could be financial. It could be career. It could be social media. It could be a number of things. But at this point, we've opened up with career and ambition. So some sort of clearing out needs to be done there. Did I mention where your 10th house? What's in your 10th? Scorpio's in your 10th. Okay. So that's pretty intense. Yeah, Scorpio's in your 10th. So we've got now Leo, which is sort of creativity, fun, romance, all that. That's in your 7th. Okay, so that's in relationships. It could be a business partnership of some sort, that there's some sort of cleaning up that needs to happen in some way, of maybe some bad habits or some sort of dynamic that's not healthy in some way that could be fixed. Sagittarius, that's in your 11th. Groups, social circles, hopes, wishes, dreams. It's the Aquarian house. Now we've got the 7th house. Okay, this is friendships, groups, group dynamics, social circles, and relationships. Now we've got Taurus. Taurus, home and family, the Cancerian house. Home and family and finances around home and family. And the groups is sandwiched between the 7th, your descendant, the 7th house, which is in Leo. So relationships to do with social circles, groups, the internet perhaps. Eris, Well, she's another asteroid. Hygeia is an asteroid, and so is Eris. Eris is known as the street fighter, the activist, speaking up, speaking out for yourself and or others. It could also be speaking up to yourself, if that means speaking up for yourself, to yourself, sort of self-parenting. But we'll see, because there's really some sort of form of relationship coming here. Now we've got the Leo house, 5th house. So I'll move those over. The Leo house. Well, that's communication. It's kind of a bit hodgepodge all over the place at the moment, trying to get a storyline here. Full moon. Okay. Well, as I'm recording this, we've just had the full moon, like, you know, within hours. Yeah, the full moon was actually in Taurus, which is 4th house. So you might have had some 4th house things going on. Plus Mars is in sidereal Cancer, retrograding there. So there could have been some sort of home family dynamics of some sort with the full moon that needed clearing up, some sort of clarity needed, or some sort of unhealthy dynamic or unhealthy habit or something. It could be an unhealthy habit as in excessive spending or something like that even. It could be anything. The sun could be your sun sign, or where the sun's transiting at the moment, which is in sidereal Sagittarius. And we had Sag come through there, the 11th house. Ooh, well, that's good. Because we had 1 or 2 people before, the signs before, get the full moon eclipse. So that was a different story. But this is bringing in the new. So this is clearing the way to bring in the new in a really big way. Now, the eclipse in October was in fact in sidereal Virgo, which happens to be in your 8th house of shared income and resources. But this is good. This is bringing in the good, and this might be where the business partnership comes in, you know, clearing the way so that this business partnership idea can flourish perhaps. What else have we got? Mercury, communication. He's in post shadow at the moment, I think. And he was covering Ophiuchus and Scorpio. That was Scorpio house that covered for you back when. Let's keep going. The 9th house, expansion, growth. It can be luck with Jupiter. Broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. The wider world, expansion, growth, higher learning like universities, long distance travel. It could be physical, or it could be like over the internet, business partners forming partnerships over the internet or something like that, the trustworthy ones. Because we're looking at this point, because this has happened with a few readings actually, where there's the idea that something needs to be cleared out, so there's room for the new to come in. We're still in the doorway as well of these eclipses, because they have a minimum of 3 months either side of the actual event where we feel the energies. And this is good. This is bringing in the good, the new, in a really big way. Like it's a massive new moon energy, which trumps any negativity that the full moon might have had, because this was a regular full moon, right? With the full moon in Taurus, sidereal Taurus. Wasn't the second house though, but Taurus is in your fourth. So there's a sort of financial thing, maybe luxuries, what or who you value within the family unit, because it's the home family house that Taurus is covering for you guys. But this was in Virgo, which is like health, duty, service to others, and also service to yourself in terms of filling your cup so that you can be of service to others in a good way, in a productive way. Definitely something about career, climbing the ladder, career ambition, some sort of maybe business partnership, expansion, growth. You've got your Sag house and the Sag sign. And there's the creativity with Leo and the 7th, Leo, that's straddling the 11th house, so something to do with friendships and groups and social circles and the creativity, fun, romance and relationships in general of all kinds, because this isn't giving me a romantic vibe. And, you know, 7th house and Libra aren't just about romantic relationships. It's all kinds of relationships, including business partnerships, and that seems to be what I'm getting. Speaking up, saying what you want and need, speaking up for what you want in perhaps the situation, or what your long-term goals and plans are. Long-term, I haven't really got any, apart from the Capricorn house in Scorpio for you. There isn't the Capricorn sign itself. Capricorn's in your 12th, and that hasn't come through. So long-term, well, I mean, if you're going to go into a partnership, you don't want it to be a flash in the pan overnight, you know, in and out thing. It's a, you know, it's a responsibility, not an obligation, but in a sense, if you're going to sort of enter into something big like that, you don't want it sort of just for a few days or something. You're looking at some measure of long term. Okay, let's keep going and see. Trine, that's a really good aspect to have. Easy go, easy flow. And then we've got opposition, balance, finding the balance. Libra house, the balance of relationships and friendships, social circles, groups, you know, internet, the wider world kind of thing. Opposition doesn't necessarily mean it's a difficult thing, but it's balancing of opposites. And here, for instance, your rising sign is Aquarius, right? Which would be in the Aries house. And smack bang across, exactly the opposite is your descendant. So through our lifetime, we're supposed to find a balance between our rising sign and our descendant, sort of melding, mixing the two together to have easy go, easy flow, finding the balance. Leo the lover, Leo, 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 3 times. So there's the emphasis on creativity and fun. Romance can come into it in terms of not necessarily love partnerships, but romance in the feeling for whatever you're creating, you know, the product, the service, you know. Sometimes romanticizing something isn't such a bad thing. Can I fit one more in there though? Hang on. I'm trying to maneuver the cards. I don't know. Is it all fitting in? I hope it is, because it's going to be annoying if it's not. No, it kind of does. Okay, we'll put it that way. Yeah. The idea of romance in that sense is giving me 6 of Cups, like, you know, that sort of emotional feeling to something. Because a business and money in general can be a very personal thing. And if you're building something that's really important to you, you know, romancing, you know, romanticizing in that sense in a healthy way, remember Virgo, that's not going to be a bad thing to build up on that. Mars retrograde means we still can move forward, but we need to be aware of things being a bit, what's the word, frustrating, because as well he's retrograding in the sign that is his least favourite, being sidereal Cancer. Home family vibes again. So you might see where people are a little overly sensitive, overly emotional, where they perhaps wouldn't normally. Cancerians as well might have a bit of a tough ride with the Mars retro as well. In any case, 5th house, the Leo house again. So we've got the Leo sign and the Leo house. So communicating your creativity. And the sun is the ruling planet of Leo, the sign and the house. Taurus, the bombshell. So we've got Taurus twice now too. And Taurus is in your 4th house, home and family. Having a home family feel to things, or that there'll be benefits to the home family in a financial sense by clearing away whatever's stopping things up, so you can jump into the Virgo energies from this eclipse to propel forward. And of course then the end of the month we have the new moon in Sag, sidereal Sag. And that over here is the 31st. In some places it could be the 30th. I didn't really check up on that. 2nd house, the Taurus house. So now we've got the Taurus house, and that's in Pisces for you. So there is something to do with finances, career and finances. And the career could be a business partnership or a business of your own, but it has to do with communicating. Remember the Gemini energy, communicating. 5th house Gemini. Sorry, Leo's not in the 5th; it's in the 7th. But Gemini 5th, communicating with groups, friendships. Perhaps even your clients might be sort of like friends. You might sort of like friendships, or not actual friends, but like friendly, that friendly vibe, you know? Friendships. But yeah, there's bringing in some financial benefits, because this is in a big way. This is in a big way. Then we have Mars, action. So even with him being in retrograde, like I said, we can still take action. We just can't plow forward, you know, propel forward. But any moves we make, like first do the clearing out, because this already happened. So we're already in the full moon phase now. But while you're clearing this out, you're also see the health, because this is the Virgo new moon eclipse that happened in October. And we'll still feel, like I said, minimum 3-month window on either side. So we're still going to feel the energies of this guy in January at least. So yeah, there's some sort of negativity of some sort. I'm not really getting that it's a really heavy thing though, but it might, you know, take what resonates. It might be different for different people, but the idea is to work with the full moon energy now, clear away anything that's holding you back in any way, whether it's a dynamic or a way of money sort of draining out in some way, that it's, you know, stopping other things from flowing in a better way. You know, if you're spending on something that's how do I put it, that's, you know, if money's just sort of like a dripping tap, sort of, you know, that you sort of how do I want to say this, Spirit? I think you get the idea anyway, that sort of, if there's any sort of leaks, I guess you could say, with your finances, perhaps. That's one idea, but the finances comes to light because of the career ambition, you know, and the communication. There seems to be some sort of reason to look at a healthy way of looking at your career, or working with your career, or building a career, or building a business, or something like that, because you've got the trine. Yes, there's opposition, but I'm getting from opposition, it's more of your rising sign versus the descendant. And technically we haven't got one single thing about your rising sign here yet, even though it's obviously about you, Aquarius rising. But the fact is that the descendant seems to be more in the forefront here, sort of saying, balance that opposite part of you. So you've got your Aquarius balancing with the Leo, you know, and looking at the Aquarius house, you know, covered by Sagittarius, the freedom-loving Sag, and all the Sagittarius themes that go along with that will play some important parts. So clear away anything that's holding you back, so that you can use these eclipse energies to propel you forward, because this is what it's saying. This is giving you that opportunity, plus working with the sidereal Sag new moon at the end of the month. Okay, these may have reversals. We'll walk through it if there is. It may or may not, whatever. Oh, we've got one. Okay, transits, climate. That's in reverse. I'm getting it's more saying Mars is retrograde, Mercury's in post shadow. So there's that need for, even though we didn't get Saturn, well, I don't know, but there's that sort of easy go, easy flow, take the time with this. I mean, even though that we're near the end of the month, but take the time with this. It doesn't have to fly through. I mean, you've got this full moon energy to work with until the very, like, until around, what, 29th, 30th, to work this through, work through anything here that's holding you back in some way, that might sort of be a leaky faucet, so to speak, and, you know, get a washer or whatever to fix that up, and you're ready to move forward with the new moon energies, where the eclipse will help you in a really big way, and then this sidereal Sag new moon to start the new year, the Gregorian New Year. And yeah, so it's like going to be a double whammy, new moon energy bringing in the new, starting off your new year, you know. Yeah, starting off 2025 with a bang, really, in a really good way for you guys. And career off and running. Climate. Change the climate, I want to say. Change it by clearing away something that's holding you back. And also the transit from here was back in October, so it's further back that it happened, but it's still affecting you now. That's what I'm getting from that being in reverse as well. And the fact, again, easy go, easy flow, not sort of zooming forward where everything would be, you know, transits moving constantly around and keeping up with them. It's giving me that more easygoing Sagittarius energy, actually. Ninth house is in Libra too. I don't think I said that before. So we've got the Libra house and now we've got the Libra sign. So there's definitely some form of partnerships, relationships, even if it's relating to clients, customers, or however you, whatever it is that's connected to your career and ambitions and climbing up the ladder of success. Success, it looks like, is on the way for you guys. It's just a matter of looking through these energies first to see what might be holding you up or stopping you up in some way. And I've got a feeling it's something similar to what, like I said, some sort of niggling little thing that, because this isn't giving me a big heavy energy, but this one is in a not bad way, if that makes sense, because it's the new moon. It's wanting to go and bring in the new for you. Good luck and all that. Pluto, rebirth, yeah, bam. With the Virgo eclipse and the Sagittarius new moon at the very end of the year. So because when the new year 2025 starts, it literally will still be within those few days of that window of the regular new moon. So we'll all be starting off with the sidereal Sag new moon phase still running in the first couple of days of 2025. And this is upright, Pluto, rebirth. Scorpio, investigate. Okay, well, that's in reverse. Scorpio's in your 10th, which we opened up with. And I think this is implying, saying, because it's in reverse, that something was not looked into. Scorpio's in your 10th. Something needs to be cleaned up and cleared out first before you can jump into these energies that want to work in your favor. So I think I want to turn that around, because it's time to investigate. If you haven't already worked out what it might be, it's time to jump in and get your investigation skills up and running. Communication, Gemini. Yeah, time to investigate what might be holding things up, so that can be cleared as best as possible, so you can really jump into all the good effects of the new moon eclipse. That will also, I feel, it will also have a positive effect on jumping into the new moon energies of sidereal Sag at the end of the month as well. End of the month, end of the year. So you've got that double whammy, that like it's almost like the eclipse energies for you are going to trump up, or not trump up, sort of amp up the new moon at the end of the year to really get you focusing on bringing in the new. Speak up and speak out about what you want and what you need, which might have to do with clearing something there and wanting to bring in the new, fun, exciting creativity, you know, in some way. Uranus, change. This is upright. Yes, rebirth, change. Third house, communication. See, so we had Gemini in the 5th. Now we've got the 3rd, which we didn't get Aries until now. Aries is in your 3rd. So there's that, again, that reiteration of the need because Aries is like wants to push forward, and Aries is Mars ruled. So there's that need of communication. So communicating something is important. And there's a lot to do with relationships here. And again, I think it's not a heavy thing. It's more about, if it's not about customers and clients and making yourself a business of some sort, it's at least having some sort of relationships, friendships, groups come along for the ride in whatever this is that has something to do with your career of some description. And this is upright as well. So there's, good communication, I want to say. Even with Mars retrograde, just keep in mind that people can get easily frustrated with Mars retrograde in sidereal Cancer. Yes, that's Taurus, but Taurus is in the Cancer house. And look, this is upright too, Venus beloved. Talking of Taurus and Libra, which both are Venus ruled, and this is upright. So, luxury, money, self-worth, values, what you value, who you value. That's upright as well. These are all upright. That's really good. That's the only one that wasn't. Oh, that was also, but yeah, that's what I was getting from that. Okay, so we've done with the astrology. So we'll now jump into these numerology cards and see what we've got here. Individuality. Now, this is a master number as well, the 11 relationship number. 1 on its own, emotional vitality, personal power. This is doubled, and a lot of the time when I see these master numbers in these readings with these cards, I get that more than one person, including yourself, will benefit greatly from jumping into these energies and looking into, like I said, clearing the way and really focusing on doubling up or quadrupling even up your measure of luck with this new moon eclipse energy that wants to support you, as well as the sidereal Sag new moon at the end of the year. So they're sort of, because the energies will be overlapping each other, sort of, So this is a perfect opportunity for you to propel forward. Yay, Aquarius. Individuality as well. See, this is a thing, base chakra, by the way, that's grounding, material stability, and security. But anyway, individuality, I often say as well, you can still have a healthy, Virgo, individuality within relationships, Libra. You don't have to separate from people to still have a healthy sense of individuality, which Uranus likes individuality, and so does Sag. Freedom-loving Sag. And so there can be that option for the healthy individuality while still communicating and working together, even as a team, maybe even, because that's groups and social circles and friendships. Karmic completion. Okay. So we got the base chakra again. The grey usually reminds me of, because the crown chakra is not grey, obviously, but it can be white, violet, white, and gold, I think. But when I get this card, I feel that maybe some crown chakra work needs to be done, and that perhaps there's been a bit of unclear, fogginess in some way. Did we get... Yeah, we got Pisces, because Pisces is in the second house, because this was in reverse. So there may have been a bit of unclear fogginess in terms of not seeing what needed to be cleared out of the way, maybe. And so that's why you've got the grey instead of white for the crown chakra. And we've got 1 again. And the 0 is what this says, karmic completion. Are we able to squeeze another card in, or is it going to get off camera? I don't know. We'll see. trying to take notice these days, but it's, I've just got the phone. I don't have an big expensive camera like some other people can. But yeah, anyway. I don't know if it's making it in or not. What have we got? Love. Well, there's a lot to do with relationships, and it doesn't necessarily mean, again, the romantic love, even though I did mention romantic. It can be love of your creativity, your creations, your business, your product, service, whatever. The love of that, and the love of your clients or friendships that you make through it as well. And this is the throat chakra, so it's, speaking your truth, communicating, and number 6 is temporary opportunity. It can be, which doesn't necessarily mean that you'll never get it coming back again or something similar, but it's saying take the reins now, take it on with both hands. But also number 6 is focus, detail, and dignity. And I think there's going to be a lot of self-worth and dignity, easy go, easy flow, with jumping into these energies and speaking up and speaking out in terms of what you want or need for this venture, I want to say, and or speaking up and speaking out to yourself. If you need a bit of some sort of parenting because some habit or something that you've held back, that's held you back or whatever, that perhaps, you need to look at that to clear the way so that you can jump into these really big energies and propel yourself forward in your career in whatever way that is for you, that has something to do with communication and friendships, really. Okay, what is this one? Communication. Solar plexus, personal power, ambition. What is it? A self-worth, yeah. Taurus, remember Taurus, Libra. Well, it's really the Taurus is money and self-worth. Libra is the relationships, money, self-worth. Solar plexus, communication. So there's some form of communication involved with this, but I think you're really going to love, as it says, the lover, you're really going to love bringing these new energies in once you investigate and take a look at what might be that leaking tap or faucet or whatever you want to call it. And another master number, 33, might have something to do with the Ascendant Masters too. But 1-3 on its own is obviously communication, action, activity, youthfulness, newness, and this is doubled up again. So again, like I said with this guy, the idea of jumping into these energies is going to benefit not only yourself but at least one other person. And then this comes to a 6. So we've got 1, 3, and 6. So we've got temporary opportunity and focus, detail, and dignity again. Okay, so now the universe has got some abundance messages for you. So let's take a look to see what they are. But yeah, I think I explained that. Yeah, a lot of communication. I think whatever you're going to do, it's not just a matter of communicating what you want to do, but I think it's going to have you very busy communicating with a lot of people, I think. Yeah. And Sag being the wider world. Oh, wow. You might be onto something that's going to get you noticed quite in a big way, because we've got the big eclipse helping out the Sag new moon, sidereal Sag new moon at the end of the month. Wow. Big energies, Aquarius. Wow. Okay. $1 million is a lot only when you don't have it. With 10 million, 1 million can practically be overlooked and is therefore much less intimidating. Pretend you have 10 million to the bank, the universe. Yeah, what was I saying? To the bank. Financial improvements, I think, guys. And it all starts this month. And then you're opening the way for that new energy to colour 2025 for you. Because I think 2024 was about the excavating and that, and the Pluto, for everyone in general, no matter what signs, you know, clearing out the negativity of what or who might be holding us back, you know, what's not healthy for us. This, I think, once you clear away whatever that is, once you jump in and investigate, clear away that, then you can jump into the bigger energies and really, really soak in all the hopes, wishes, dreams, goals that really focus on that and bringing in what you want. It doesn't get any more beautiful, any more magical, any richer, or any easier than things are right now. Until, of course, you start expecting it to get more beautiful, magical, richer. See, expect the big... the world's your oyster, I want to say. Yeah. Start expecting it to get more beautiful, magical, richer, and easier. At which point, I hope you have a really good broker who loves you, the universe. And look, that goes on from there as well. They connect, if that makes sense. I didn't really want to hide that because I kind of feel that that's one of the main events for you this month is the eclipse from October, which is going to connect with this new moon for you. Something wonderful is happening for you right now from me, the universe. Bam, there you go, guys. Oops. Okay. Yeah, big energies. What you just need to clear away some sort of leaking tap force or whatever you call it from wherever you're from. And then wholeheartedly jump into those new moon energies because, yeah, you're going to love what you're wanting to bring in, the creativity, the fun, the excitement, I want to say. And it's going to bring in the money as well, guys. So your career's going to sort of flourish. Look, a rainbow cloud. Have you wondered if, when you just close your eyes, take a few minutes and redirect your thinking, the monsters might shrink, the grins might grow, and the floodgates might begin trembling again? Try it, except when driving. The universe. Yeah. Don't be worrying too much because I think that it's really, the energies want to work in your favor. This was upright, remember? And I think normally with this many communication cues, I guess you'd call it, it'd be like, oh, there's a need to communicate. But I think that could be the case, but I think it's more of, once you clear that, there's going to be more of communicating with others in a good way, enjoyable communication. And you're going to be really busy in a good way. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready. And jump into manifestation with the new moon at the end of the month, along with the eclipse energies still coming through as well. So the sidereal Virgo and sidereal Sag, you know, working with those particular themes. And the 8th and the 11th houses too, I want to say, as well as the 10th. And the 5th house is, you know, your creativity seems to be more coming to light. communicating your creativity. Okay, so what do the guardian angels want you guys to... opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes, which might have something to do with clearing that away. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you, yes. And the path ahead is clear. Yes, it is. Amazingly clear. Move forward joyfully. Yep, see the fun of Leo. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Yeah. It's going to have a lot of communication, like busy communication go. Creativity. What were we talking about? All the Leo energy. Creativity. We, your angelic messengers, did I say that right? We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love. Remember, love, that card. Inside your heart. As we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun, Leo, and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid, yes. Healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. That might be something too with the Virgo, being the healer. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. Pluto, Scorpio, transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Yay. Guardian angel. Trust all unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Manifestation. Jump in. Take it by the horns, so to speak. Run with it. Yeah. All you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. And self-criticism, oh damn. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light. Even if at times you think you are less than perfect, remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. Karmic completion. I think that's probably one of the things that is holding you back. Clear that out. Be more compassionate towards yourself. Show self-love so that you can then pour into your creations and really bring something wonderful about for yourself and start 2025 with a really big bang in the best possible way. I think this is going to be an exciting time for you guys because, as I said, we had a lot of letting go with 2024. But now, 2025, we've got a 9 year, so there's big beginnings, big endings, karmic completion in a sense as well with that. And you can't get much bigger beginnings and endings than the eclipses, can you? And you have the good one, the new moon eclipse. So there's this new, in a huge, big way. I think I've made my point long enough. Sorry to go on and on and on. But with that, I'm going to leave it there and wish you guys all the best of luck with December and onwards. And until next time, bye for now.